Docking a sailboat can be an adventure or it can be fun. And we have found it to be challenging also. However, using some simple principles that seem to reoccur no matter what the situation is, you can apply them and docking can be made easy.
From the cockpit, as you pass the first post or cleat on the end of the dock, you reach out from your helm position.
Going to drop it over the cleat. And now as I go forward, I can snub this if I want on my winch and continuing forward. We have 20 knots of wind or 6-mile-an-hour current pushing us into the slip. It's night, we're alone, and we're going to back into our slip. Our goal is to actually come as close as we can to the finger dock. We're still in forward, so we make a hard turn to the right. Water coming from the propeller hits this side of the rudder and pushes the stern of our boat into the slip. And now as we go in, we can snub the line on our cleat and we'll back into the slip, pivoting with our fenders right against the dock. This is called the K-turn. We're down this fairway and it's pretty narrow, and I know that my boat will not turn sharp enough to complete a 180-degree turn in this narrow fairway. This is the K, and the way to remember is the arms of the letter K stick out only to starboard, so the K-turn has to be done to starboard. There are two ways to trim sails. One is to trim for power when there's very light wind or you're just getting the boat moving from a dead stop. The second one is when the wind is picked up and you have a good breeze out there, you trim for speed.
Our next sail trim adjustment is to ease the outhaul.
That will create deeper draft in the lower third of the sail, so we can take advantage of all the breeze that's available. And we're going to sail a little closer to the wind now. So we retrim the sails, taking in on both the jib and the main.
Now that we have trimmed the main and the jib for power, we have created what we call the slot effect.
And this wind that is discharged from the inside of the curve of the jib races by the outside curve of the mainsail and actually increases its power.
We're now sailing 45 degrees off the wind with what we thought was only a downwind sail. If you notice, the deep draft in the forward 1/3 of this sail, closest to the luff, is what moves the boat forward. So not only does it sail downwind, but it sails to windward, as close as my Genoa.
We're just about ready to pick up our mooring at the end of a nice sail, and it's a pretty simple operation, and it can be done single-handed. We'll make a turn and come closer to the wind. A beautiful day like this with blue sky, white puffy clouds, a gentle breeze is what we look forward to. This is what we wait all winter for here in the north, and this is why we really love sailing.